contest is scheduled for one fall and is a hybrid School of Wrestling championship tournament match. Introducing first.
Hey there, fans. It's Dr. The Wife, and I am joined by the vocal virtuoso,
Mike Wilkes, of course.
Of course, of course. Mike Wilkes, we are here at My Own Summer. This is a tournament match, and we're featuring Zakai
Being
Living.
accompanied to the ring by Felicia Extreme from wherever you want him to be, weighing in at whatever you want him to weigh. He is the pure fantasy, Zakai Living.
Hold on now. This is a bit of a PG-13 show. We got a red carpet, and we got a bit of sensuousness in the voice of Armani Sage.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, have you seen Zakai Living? I mean, when you look like that, just men and women, everyone around you start fawning over you. If you got it, flaunt it.
I think you're entranced. I think that's what's going on.
I mean, you may not be wrong, but that's neither here nor there. Of course, Zakai Living, we usually see him in tag team action with his partner, Devin Carter. Devin Carter himself elsewhere tonight has a singles match and another promotion. So tonight, we're going to see Zakai Living against Jesse James, the professor, the black belt, the most dangerous man at hybrid, as they go after the hybrid championship.
Find out where we land here. Armani Sage is getting ready to announce.
And his opponent.
Oh, that song. We all know what's coming through that curtain. There he is, the professor. Looking.
Representing the Kumite. He is a black belt. He is the professor. He is the action star. He is Jess.
Well, he had a lot of adjectives of the action star, the black belt, and I can understand this. The man comes well decorated.
That he does, and you forgot one. The professor is also what Jesse James is called, and you're right, Doc, a lot of titles, and this man has earned every single one of them. The black belt was earned in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Of course, a Naga champion, has won more than his fair share of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championships, has made many, many men, just like he says there in the ring, you're going to tap, snap, or nap. Now, is Zakai Living going to find himself in a situation to where he's forced to do one of those three? I think we've got to find out.
Well, we got to ask, is it possible, considering the fact that we know that Zakai is a very flexible wrestler?
Well, it's definitely possible. I mean, the flexibility of Zakai Living notwithstanding, Jesse James is a man who has trained to combat any type of threat that's going to come at him both in the streets and in the ring as he just kicks away the hand of Zakai Living. Almost insulted that he would extend his hand like that. Jesse James has got all business in this ring as a collar elbow tie-up starts us off. Zakai Living grabbing the headlock.
Well, Zakai knows that he has to quickly get the upper hand. He has to take control because Jesse James, while a guy who is well-versed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he is a person who you have to expect the unexpected. He knows exactly how the human body works. He knows how it's built, how it's connected. He knows exactly where to target.
100%. You're absolutely right, Doc. Jesse James comes in there with this wealth of knowledge of just how to strike and where to strike, and most importantly, when to strike, to exploit every little action to his advantage. Speaking of exploiting and something to your advantage, Zakai Living
taking advantage.
A bit of a unique offense as he goes for the Hurricane Rana, does get him over. Jesse James sent to the corner. Zakai Living's firing up.
Now, this could be a bit of mind games on Zakai's part because he knows that not every wrestler is comfortable with having themselves exploited in a way that they're not used to.
Like this, maybe? Is this what you're talking about, Doc? Exploiting somebody like they're not used to? Just obscene offense from Zakai Living. I kind of like it as he goes into the crossbody for the pin. 1, 2, but just a near fall.
Obscene is a very good word for that because that's exactly what that was. But nevertheless, Zakai Living is making the opportunity happen for themselves. Jesse James on the ground, but you know Jesse James knows how to flip that attack over using that kick to Zakai and bring them back down.
Exactly right. Just like we saw Jesse James, just a one moment. That's all it took for the professor to go from being on the defensive to right on the offense, inflicting a world of hurt on Zakai Living. This is why he's called the professor right here, Doc, teaching painful lessons to anyone that's in his way. And unfortunately for Zakai Living, unfortunately for everybody in this hybrid championship tournament, they are on the professor's list. Oh, good Lord. He may have just snapped Zakai's arm.
Is Zakai going to be able to work through that pain right now? He's outside the ring in front of the audience, in front of the fans. Looks like Jesse James is jaw-jacking with the fans, rolls out over to Zakai.
And Zakai Living looks like he's in for something. Just a big chop echoes throughout the arena, but Zakai fires back with one of his own. Both these men brawling on the outside. Having both of these guys back and forth. Zakai, to his credit, fighting through the pain of that arm, but catches it right there on the ring post, charging in the Professor Jesse James. Get out of the way. Just muscling Zakai back in the ring.
And Zakai rolls right back in. Unfortunately, he is underneath Jesse James, who's just throwing powerful fists into Zakai, and he's going to have to figure out a way to recover, considering the fact that he's now going to have to work one less arm.
Absolutely true. And fans, I know you see that belt around Jesse's waist. That is not just for show. This man is a legitimate black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, has won legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu championships, is still a reigning champion in that sport. Jesse James looking to put all of that expertise to good use, but swings wildly. Zakai gets out of the way, fires back with a chop of his own.
And yeah, he climbs on top. He's trying.
Oh, and right there, exactly
right
what we were saying, Doc. Putting every bit of that knowledge to use. Zakai looked like he had the upper hand by every stretch of the imagination, but Jesse James, good Lord, he's got him very instantly. Looks like almost a Kimura lock reverse, hanging Zakai's own weight. Good Lord. Zakai Living just dropped straight to the concrete floor, not even to the ring, after all of the weight being wrenched back, forward, up, and down by Jesse James.
His manager looks very distressed. Felicia Extreme trying to make her way
I would too, Doc. I mean, we're both commentators here. We're both here to call wrestling matches, but Zakai Living, he may need to throw in the towel here. He's looking at permanent injury if he continues. And Jesse James doesn't give a damn, going right back on the offense, just stomping Zakai and just following it up with that brutal kick.
This is massive. This type of rage, you can't even describe it. Jesse James just continuing to assault that arm. He's not just looking to break it, he's looking to pull it out of his body.
He is not giving Zakai a chance to breathe in this match. To Zakai's credit, has tried everything he can, was fighting with Jesse on the outside, but again, I think the damage done to that arm just may have been too much at this point. Zakai trying to fire back with that opposite. Hits the ropes, goes for the crossbody, but Jesse's ready for him. Oh, a shoulder breaker.
Zakai is just rolling on the ground in pain, agony. Looking for a reason, the will to continue. And here, Jesse's just letting the fans know he's going for blood.
I mean, I don't think Jesse really needs to go out of his way. Oh, God, this springboard moonsault almost ended very badly for Jesse James. Zakai Living managed to get out of the way. If Zakai's ever going to get a moment, this is it. He's got to capitalize. Hits the moonsault of his own, connects. But you see him favoring that arm. Looks like he came down, looks like a little shifted, came down a little sideways. He landed on that injured arm.
But Felicia's pushing him. She's sending energy. She's telling Zakai, push through the pain. Keep on going. Get back up. Zakai's going to have to do this quickly because Jesse James, he's getting on his feet. He's ready to go. Zakai Living charging through lariats. High kick right into Jesse James.
And Zakai Living, you see him calling the audible in the ring, throwing those kicks, really just holding that arm close to his body, trying to shift his game plan, I have to think. Oh, and one-arm cartwheel. Impressive display.
He's going to try to go for the top rope. But that arm, how is he going to ensure that that arm doesn't fall off of him?
It's as good as mine, Doc. The Molly go round.
Jesse.
He's got the armbar locked in. Zakai's trying to secure that grip, can't do it. Full extension, but hold on, Zakai's got his feet on the ropes. Jesse's not breaking the hold.
Wow, that's the advantage of being tall. Jesse James doesn't know anything about that. He's sitting there jaw-jacking with the ref. For once, the ref is taking charge.
I think that's the value of being a fighter, of being a warrior right there. You look at that look on Jesse James's face. He is locked in the the spinning kick to the kidneys of Zakai Living.
Zakai able to escape. Amazing!
Into the face buster, but can he put him away? He goes for the pin.
Oh!
And Zakai Living advances.
Quite literally, with one arm tied behind his back.
Living.
Will he be able to advance, though, considering all the damage that's been done to that arm?
I've got to think that's a very valid concern, Doug. I mean, incredible showing from Zakai Living, and I'm not going to try to pull one over on you here, Doc or fans. I thought Zakai Living was toast in that one. Jesse James firmly in control for the majority of that match, but that right there goes to show you there is no discounting hearts, and Zakai Living is full of it. He does advance to the next round, the Hybrid Championship Tournament. But Doc, just like you said, how is that arm going to factor into his matchups from here on?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Round one continues tonight at the Hybrid School of Wrestling for the tournament for gold.